Hi, welcome back. Another video. I'm recording this after the practice sessions of the Azerbaijan GP. So the actual qualifications are on later today. I thought I'd bang out this video explaining, to my understanding, how a sprint weekend works. In Formula One season 2023, there are actually 6 sprint race weekends, which include a regular GP along with a sprint race, which is an extra opportunity for drivers and constructor teams to get additional points. Sprint weekends are Azerbaijan, which is this weekend as of recording. In July, it's the Austrian GP. July 29th is the Belgian GP. October 7th, it's Qatar GP. October 21, which is the US GP. And November 4th, which is the Sao Paulo GP. So what is a sprint weekend? They were introduced a few years back, and each year the rules are kind of being retooled to keep the action going throughout some of these weekends. So on the first day, which is a Friday, there'll be a regular practice just like any other weekend, followed by a qualification, which is just like any other qualification. It's for the main GP on Sunday. Now Saturday is kind of like its own completely separate day. It is a sprint shootout followed by a sprint race. The sprint shootout is essentially a qualification for the sprint. The sprint shootout works pretty much the same as a regular GP qualification. Each team has 3 shots to set the best time. There are predetermined tyres for that weekend, and they're just going around the track as fast as possible, trying to get the best position on the grid for the sprint race. So yeah, that's a sprint shootout. A sprint is essentially a 100-kilometer dash that should last about 30 minutes. Well, this weekend it will last about 30 minutes. It's a quick little dash, no pit stops required, although you can pit if something goes wrong. Since no one else is obligated to pit, if you're pitting, it's pretty much game over. For winning the sprint though, the driver is getting an extra 8 points for himself as well as his team, and points to send down the lower you get. So yeah, it's just essentially an opportunity for each team to win more points. The whole initiative is to keep the weekend a bit more interesting and fun and create more excitement throughout the entirety of the weekend, rather than just having practice, qualifying, GP. It's just a little bit of a mixture throughout the year. Personally, I like the concept of the sprint. I like that there is something a little bit different happening on an occasional weekend. I feel like if we went more than 6 sprint weekends in a season, it'd be a little bit much. I'm worried that it is a novelty. I hope that teams see them as an extra challenge and excitement rather than a burden and a gimmick. If the sprint race weekends stick around, I hope that they do mature into an essential part of the sport and not feel like an add-on. To me, the weekend is all about the GP. Most people don't watch the practices. Most people don't really watch the qualifying. More people are watching the qualifying for races like Monaco, but they're not watching the qualifying for each race weekend. Essentially, a sprint weekend is about getting people tuning in more and getting more exciting stuff happening on a race weekend. Do you think a sprint weekend is a good idea? Is this your first weekend actually watching a sprint? Are you excited about it? Are you not sure how it works? I'll write a bit more of a detailed description below about what a sprint weekend is. So if you haven't got what you need from this video, pop into my description. Thanks for watching. Catch you later.